Well, that machine looks familiar.
Got a little fresh paint on there.
A little touched it up a little bit.
Touched it up a little bit, and many new hoses. many new hoses.
And they will keep finding them.
I think there's a few more that are probably going to need to be done, and the bucket has been, I re-welded that.
Yeah, but so you got that re-welded and
yep.
Everything,
that's
didn't you?
Been holding well, and the next thing to do is all the cylinders need to be repacked.
They're slowly starting to weep.
They're weeping, so
yeah.
I do, as soon as I shut it off, is I hit the little
get all the pressure off of it,
and I don't lose too much. But I almost don't have to change the fuel filter
or the oil there, yeah,
because I just keep adding.
Just keep putting new oil in it. There, it'll just keep.
So it's clean.
Well, it looks like the mini lake looks a little different. Gosh, I almost forgot what it looked like. Where the peninsula island was out there where the geese are, isn't it?
Yeah, all the way out, like everywhere where they are. That's how big it was. And then this was out. This was out as far as, actually a little farther than where that grass grew up. That was one spot that it rained and I couldn't reach that at that point. And
gosh, all that was land out there too.
Because when you were there, where that other grass is, that's where you were digging.
Yeah.
When you came down that time, that's where you were.
Way out there.
Yeah. And all this part too was all.
Yeah, you've cut all that's been added back. Yeah. You've had how many hours would you think that you've worked on it, like machine hours? In the past, it's been almost 3 years. Well, a little over 3 years, I think.
Yep, just about 3 years. It's been, well, I got 408 hours since I bought it.
Since you bought it?
Since I bought it. So total, and but that in a lot of those time was when we had bonfires and that was non-related. So I want to say maybe 375 hours total. So not too bad for
of digging out here
for that amount of time, I guess.
A lot of scoops.
A lot of scoops.
A lot of scoops of dirt. But since you helped me, you want me to help you with a fuel filter. We'll get the get a new fuel filter put on here. Where's the fuel?
Actually,
it's on
unfortunately, we got to go top
it's
side.
On top side on this one.
Yep, unfortunately.
Let's see what we got on the old Cabelco.
It's on the counterweight side of things, if I remember correctly. Right
there it is, right there. All right, well, that shouldn't be too bad to change. And yeah, we shouldn't even have to prime it. We'll take it off and fill it up with fuel, and when we cut it, I think that's the fuel primer right there. Is it?
Okay. I never really looked for it.
Yeah, there. That's it right there.
Okay.
So I think.
I was wondering why it wasn't, like you said, in the side compartment, and that made me
we'll check that. And that should have pulled out by then. We'll yeah, there's fuel coming out. It's probably the plunger should be on that. We'll if we take it off and fill it up with fuel, it should start right back up.
Okay.
But if it doesn't, we'll worry about that.
Okay. That's what I was worried about if it didn't, and I wanted to say.
Yeah. Your battery's pretty good. Where it'll spin over
it'll spin, yeah.
It'll spin over for a few seconds there before it dies.
At least 6 times.
Oh, okay. We'll probably need the 7th one.
With my luck, it'll be 9.
All right, well, let's get this filter off and we'll put the new one on.
The curl is really slow.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like agonizingly slow.
Agonizingly slow. That would be tightening. Right? Yep, looking at it wrong way here. Right.
Like when it's upside down, yeah.
Don't put me on the spot there with the camera on me there.
Yeah. There's only 1 million people going to see this.
Right.
So no need to be nervous.
No need to be. Drip a little bit.
You ought to put a little drain on the bottom of those so you can just drain it out. I guess you could bang a screwdriver into it.
Yeah, oh, we got a little thread on there. All right.
Let me.
If you want to take, if you want to take this one and fuel in the other one, suppose I can use that. You want me to wrap that? Or?
Yeah,
all right. Go. Try not to pour that all over you. Hey, look, it went on there.
That's a good sign.
That's a good sign.
That's also what makes me worried. You know, you're out there and you do that,
You
and
do
then,
all that,
and then you can't even start the damn thing, and then it's a Sunday.
See, that was my biggest problem, was always doing stuff on the weekends. Is like, if something breaks or you need something, it's hard to get stuff.
And I don't know how it is by you, but in this town, you're lucky if something's open till noon on even a Saturday.
Yeah.
So
I noticed your did your AC compressor lock up or anything?
Yeah.
Or did it?
Yeah.
Is that why there's no belt on
yeah.
it? I was about to say, because that would fix your air conditioning if there was a belt on there, but
I took it off because it was locked up. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And they wanted, I don't know what it was, $1,000 or something to try to. And I said,
Ridiculous.
And the video's better with the windows open anyway. So.
Well, if you want to go in there and cut the key on
Right.
for 8 or 10 seconds and then spin it over, it should fire up.
All right, we shall see.
I don't want to mess with that plunger because it looks like it hasn't been pulled out in a long time.
No, I never pulled it out.
Anti-theft prevention. That wasn't very anticlimactic, was it? What were you worried about? Let it run for a little bit. Alright, well that wasn't bad at all. So we're down here at the pond dam area where the ditch is cut in here, and I just can't get over the amount of water that flows out of here. And it's all spring water. It's just a whole giant hole in the ground. It's all groundwater coming out of the ground.
It hasn't rained here for, I want to say, a month.
And that's literally like a 6-inch siphon's worth of water coming out. But it's all groundwater, and it's like you said, or I asked you, is like when it rains, I was like, how much more does it really add up? And it's not really a whole lot. It's just the big creek that backflows into it, fills it up, and then that's got to run out. So you won't need a like tremendous overflow, but you'll need a decent one. And it's all sand. It's like, it's crazy, because if I did that back home, it would just be, there's no way that would hold water, and all you got to do is just throw some in here and it
holds.
It holds. Have you found any like shark's teeth or anything?
No shark's teeth, but a lot of crustacean type shells.
Okay.
All different kind of shells, fancy shells, you know, the corkscrewy ones.
Yep.
Yep, I just found some out on that, and that's what all washed in. All this has come in from
the creek.
From the creek.
When it backflowed up in here.
Yep.
Wow. So you're gonna pull all that back.
I just did this the other day. You can see right here. I couldn't see how far. I could only reach.
It was digging, yeah.
But it was enough to break it loose. So I took what was here, because the creek channel flowed that
way over there,
and all that kept being built up, and I don't want it out there. It was never there. So I came up with this Holiday Inn Express that I stayed with and got smarter. And I said, if I called this the pork chop, and I said if I cut the bone off the pork chop, that the water will go this way. Yep. And even when it comes in now, what'll happen is this part here will build up.
Yeah.
But then I can dig that out from here. So I'm gonna go out. I just filled in what was the creek channel with that. That's dry now. So I'm gonna go next week. Well, after Thanksgiving probably now, but I'm gonna go out there and cast all that back and use that to keep building up.
Building you.
What I got to do.
Yeah, I think your dam's plenty high right here, and I assume the little island right there is going to stay.
That's going to stay. I call that nest island. But the water level is going to be about eight feet higher than it is right now. Once it gets up.
So that's going to be 3 feet and 4 feet underwater.
Yeah, so it'll be underwater. I'll take the grass off it, and but right now the geese nest on there.
Yeah, little nesting area there. Yeah, you got a lot of material to cast back this way.
So that'll be
slow and steady. Yep. Get it done though. Get it done, because you've added all this since we came, haven't you?
All this.
Oh yeah, all this.
Remember, we were walking down on the ground down there.
Oh, these are the prickly. I'll be covered in these things. We'll abort. Well, nobody's been over here for a little while.
Well, this didn't grow up until when I wanted it to, so it didn't erode. And now that it's eroded, that you can't drive a tractor over.
Yeah, we'll walk down here where there's no no things be covered in.
Now, what I'm thinking is in that corner over there, I left it low to be able to put the overflow in.
Yeah.
So see if you think that's a good spot. We'll go over there.
All right. Check that out. Yeah, you can come back and grade all that out.
This wasn't like, obviously I didn't do it with the ruts.
Yeah.
That's
the only thing bad about sand, it washes.
Mm-hmm. But I was thinking in this corner and go in and have it go into the, either into the ditch or right into the creek. I don't know which way is better.
We'll check it out and see.
See, there's a ditch right there.
Yeah.
And that runs the whole length of it. Goes all the way to the far end.
Well, I'd probably run it into that. Yeah.
And then into the creek.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it almost looks like that got high over there, doesn't it? Right there. It doesn't look, I don't know if it goes all the way through.
Yeah, it drops down a lot right there. Yeah, we'd run your pipe through and taper it down, because if not, it would I don't think we got enough fall right there. Yeah.
24 inch, or what size do you think?
Yeah, I think probably 24? A 24-inch would be adequate. It's like you said, there's not, it's all groundwater, because you're literally just a hole in the ground. So I mean, it's not like there's a creek flowing into it anywhere, is there?
No. Nope.
So it's just, you know, if we get a 4-inch rain, you know, the pond's only going to come up literally 4 inches, so without a whole lot running into it, it shouldn't. A 24-inch pipe through here, because you'll still have to raise this up.
It's going to
3 or 4 feet, yeah.
And I probably will raise it even a little higher, because I think some of it had washed down.
Yeah, you can pull all that slope back. I mean, if you pull that slope back 2 or 3 feet, you'll get enough dirt to do that easily.
There's enough room width-wise, like
that's enough
to make a turn with a machine.
You've definitely piled up a lot of dirt. I think when we were walking through here, we were down, what, 12, 15 feet lower than this?
Yep, pretty much down at the
Because you've dug everything from way out there and laid it all the way back to here. I mean, we're like 12, 15 feet above water level right now. A lot of scoops with the Gabelco.
Yep, and it was all with the Gabelco. There was no dozer action.
And the tractor.
And the tractor. Mostly with the Gabelco.
Still a bunch of scoops right there. It's going to be nice when it's all done. What's killing me is, like, you know, you got that much water flowing out, but once you raise it up like 8 feet, do you think the pressure is going to cut the spring down where it's not?
Well,
you don't never know. I'd say it's like a gamble.
I'd like to think that.
You'd like to think it wouldn't. You're going to have a nice lake when it's done.
Well, I hope so. And I'm just sad that David won't be here to see it, but at least I could name it after him.
That's right. You can do something special out there once it's all done.
And like I said, we got it so that it can't be sold, and it'll be used for a good purpose after.
That's right. What were you going to have it donated to the special needs
Yeah.
program? Remember you told me that?
Yeah.
That'll be nice, and hopefully one day you'll have your house built over there. And you think you'll have the house before the pond's done?
If Wendy has her way, it definitely will be.
She is not worried about this one bit, is she?
She's not worried about this one bit. The house, as soon
Other than why you spend so much time.
Well, that, yes. But she would love it right now. She actually wants me to start on the foundation now, actually. So.
Wait till spring, and
yeah,
then you'll have some more projects. Because we all need more projects.
Never gonna have enough projects.
We just need more daylight. And here it is, 4 o'clock, and the sun's almost behind the trees. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed the little update. It was good to come back down here and see what it looked like.
Well, I'm happy you were able to come see it. It's been a while, so.
No problem at all. Thank you for helping me turn a few wrenches.
Well, that was my pleasure.
You're like, why did I come after we tried to get that big belly pan on there? And I got to thinking, I was like, and why did I think I was going to be able to tackle this by myself?
Well, friends got to help friends. So.
That's right. You, sir, have a lot more dirt to move.
Yes, I do.
Grading.
Yes, I do.
Good luck.
Thanks, I'll need it.